Hi everybody, I thought I'd give you a quick walk around and catch up a little bit on what it is we've been up to here, so don't mess with that. Stop. You're screwing with my gauge. Anyways, so this is all the machines we're moving in. This one is still sitting out here under a piece of my canvas because we have got major chaos going on in the shop, but ultimately this Sun and Hone is going in. This is primarily going to get used for honing hardened steel bushings oversized. I'm going to have to get some of the correct stone stuff to go with it, because right now it's set up pretty much just for the small size stuff. I think the biggest hone that it's got right now in there is like 1.5 inches, and everything I'm doing is bigger than that right now. But at any rate, I'll have to get a hold of Sunnin and get some of that coming. Right now, when I get aftermarket bushings, they're a real pain in the butt because they're on dimension, and normal bushings are usually oversized by the amount you need for clearance. So when I press aftermarket bushings in, then I end up having to take a hand hone and hone them out to size. It'd be way nicer to use something like this and open the clearance up in them before I put them in. So anyhow, that's the plan for this. So we'll tarp this back up for now. And then we'll go show you what else we got cooking. So the truck is still loaded because I can't even bring this in until we get the shop organized. But this is all tooling that came with the Kearney and Trecker 3CH. So there's pretty good collection here of cutters. What's up in here under there's a layer of cardboard you can't see under there is like probably 10 arbors. Just a lot of odds and ends, boring heads, facing heads, all kinds of cool stuff. So anyways, that's going to be getting moved in here pretty quick, but we'll take you inside now and show you what's going on in there at the moment. All right, so all we've done is made it in the door. This is one of those machines that I'm very thankful to have a friend that was willing to loan me this 15,000 pound capacity Toyota. So this is what just came in today. Kearney and Trecker 3CH. I'm pretty excited about this. This one has been in a college, actually university, I guess if I'm technical, since sometime in the 60s. So not terrible on the wear as far as I can tell. I mean, it's not minty new, but it's not bad. A lot of, you can see operator error. Like this is the worst one, man. Somebody just plunged in, starting somewhere over in here, just plowed right in and took a bite. I'm actually thinking about the idea of figuring out where it starts, dropping in and milling, and then inlaying a piece in there, because the bummer of that is that you end up, wanting to work on the back edge milling, and I'm thinking pretty serious about that if I just use the machine itself and cut across there, inlay a piece, with flat heads countersunk into it, and then leave it tall enough that I can skim it with the machine itself and face the back edge. I think that's going to be worth doing, because that's in a really awkward spot to have a chunk milled out of the table. But anyhow, that's projects for another day. But basically, though, I'm pretty excited. This particular machine, being the C model, has the high speed by old standards, goes to 1500 RPM. And then this is the 10 horse version of the 3H. So pretty brute machine. It's got to get some major moving done though, because it needs to end up where the Bridgeport is. The Gorton is headed to a guy in Ohio on Friday. So once it's out of there, the Bridgeport's going to go there. All of this junk that we're currently tripping around right now has got to get moved, and then I'm going to put the Kearney and Trecker right in that spot facing this way. As a machine that size, you need to keep it where you can get at it with a forklift, or at least this die cart, pump up cart for loading and unloading. But anyways, so since we ran the video the other day, I have moved this to its final resting place. So I thought we had it where we wanted it before, but then once we figured out that L-base doesn't actually fit it, I decided to stand it up against the back wall. I'm not really sure what I'm going to do with that. It really don't fit this machine. I guess if I'm perfectly honest, if somebody out there has got the machine that fits, It's something smaller than an 11-inch by 3-foot arm machine. I just don't know what. I'm suspecting it comes off one of the 9-inch column machines. I'm pretty convinced that it is Carlton because it's got the exact same cutout in it that my base has got. It's got the same size key. It just isn't as thick as it ought to be to fit this machine. So if somebody out there has got the machine that goes on, I'd probably make them a deal on that and just sell that to them and not monkey with it here. But anyhow, so there's a few strange things about this. I'd be curious if anybody out there has seen this. So this machine, like I mentioned the other night, I'm guessing is some kind of Department of Defense. I've been studying it some more. I cannot find any Carlton with this pneumatic cylinder setup on it. I'm starting to suspect that it was a one-off build just for some crazy government application. And I don't really get the point of that because this still has a mechanical cam-operated lock that, as far as I can tell, does the same thing this does, and that's where I'm really baffled. So if anybody out there, this is not shown in any manuals that I've seen, so if you've ever seen one or have an explanation for what on earth the point of that is, I'd be curious to hear about it. But anyways, otherwise, it's sitting there. I've got it far enough off the wall that I can swing the arm all the way around the front side. Just once in a while, you get something big and cheat, you might, set something right on the floor if it's big and heavy and just punch a hole in it with it just sitting there. So that's basically what I've got in mind, is to be able to swing that. Swing into the back side, it'll swing far enough to the back before it hits the wall that I can, load something on the cube and then swing over it. So I think that's where she's going to live. It's taking up plenty of space back there that way, but leaving enough of my bay open here, looking back towards the front door, that once I get this cluster up the middle cleared out of here, we'll be able to get, like my work truck in here to tinker with it if we need to. So anyway, I think that's about it for now. I mean, you can see we got stuff crammed every direction. I've got to do a major rearrange in here before we're going to be back to anything resembling functional. But anyhow, that's it for now. I'll catch you guys on the next video.